Hello, Transpersonal Psychology class. This is Dr. Ray speaking to you for the course overview. So I wanted to take a little time to help you understand this course and how it's set up online. This is one of my favorite courses to teach as it's tied to spirituality. It's tied to what we're doing here in the world. And although I've never quite taught it this way online, I'm excited to kind of share with you a little bit of the information about it. So this is an important video, folks, because it's going to help you understand how you navigate the course and the best way to do it. So hopefully all of you know how to log on to your DVC Canvas account, and if you click on our class, you're going to come up with this image. And if you scroll down, you'll begin to see some of the modules and different links you can kind of do. I like this image. This is the kind of the seeing eye universe, and it's kind of cool. So let's get through the course a little bit so you have an idea what we're going to do. So you can start, and if you haven't done this before, it's really easy to just follow along and go to Start Here. Start Here is going to take you to our module page right here. So I'll just go ahead and do that and click the Start Here and Welcome menu. And the first thing you're going to see is different weeks that will become very consistent for you. So in the very first week, you'll always see different things that you'll want to look at. We're on a 16-week schedule versus Las Positas on an 18-week schedule, so it's a little bit different. Now I want you to notice, as I hover over my mouse in certain areas, you don't see a link for anything, okay? So if you see a link or an opportunity to click on it, do so. You'll always see at the beginning of each week an announcement and agenda and what's going on. And so what I would want you to do is click on that, and I've just clicked it, and it'll open up. And what it'll do, and I will tell you folks, one of the biggest challenges in online work isn't the course itself, it's getting set up. It's that first week. I taught this summer, and once students got into the rhythm, they loved it, and it worked out, and it went really well. A lot of people got stuck kind of on like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? So what I wanted you to do, and you'll see in this first week, is I'll write more in this announcement agenda week 1 than any other announcement, because once we get going, you'll see it's a pretty set format. But what you want to do is look at this really carefully. You will almost always have something due Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So take a little look at that, get familiar with what's on the left-hand side. I'll talk about the books in a minute, and I want to explain kind of why we did it the way we did it. So the first week, you're going to be looking at the syllabus. You're going to be taking an open book quiz on it, so it should be easy enough to ace. You're going to practice using Canvas. You're going to use the discussion board twice, and you will do that every week. You'll post your initial response, and that'll usually be due on one day, and then later on in the week, you'll need to go in and respond to a student's feedback on another one. I'll have some material I want you to look at in how to cite APA style, and you'll say, oh, why don't you, I don't want to do that shit. No. Folks, if you're going to be writing any kind of college paper, you want to know how to do it this way. It's not hard. It just takes a little bit of work. It's not a big deal. Then you'll be going through some slides this week, and you'll take a quiz on it. So it even tells you each week, and again, this is the longest announcement you'll ever see. It'll tell you what's due that first day. And I'll open this up early, so hopefully you can get a start on it, but it's not much work. It really is. All of this is probably under an hour. But here's the stuff that's due Monday. Here's due Wednesday. You'll see a little bit of information on it, like that quiz is due. The syllabus will be due this day, which is easy quiz, and then the APA style quiz and avoiding plagiarism kind of quiz. That'll be due Wednesday, and then Friday will be a quiz on the slides that I give you. You mean you have to take a quiz on slides? Yes. Could you have the slides open? Yes. Should you miss one? No. But so you'll see these tests, but when you have open book, open notes, come on. So That's the announcements that you'll see every week. So if I come back to that first week modules, I want to get going a little farther. Okay, so this is what you want to make sure you do. And you'll notice each one of these have links that you can do to open up. This is what you want to do that first day. And I'll try to open this a little early so that you can do it. But again, just get in, knock it out, okay? You'll also post that, and it's really easy. I mean, folks, this stuff, most of you I've looked on the roster. So many of you I've had before. So you kind of know my format. Unfortunately, we don't get to talk as much smack at you because I don't see you face to face. But I encourage you to get on a Zoom call with me. We could chat. But anyway, discussion board here. Here is the slides on what is transpersonal psychology. And on Wednesday, you're going to take the syllabus quiz. Piece of cake. On Friday, you're going to take the PowerPoint transpersonal psychology quiz. Okay? So, and also don't forget discussion post for the second one, your peer response. Okay? So, week 2, and I want to mention this as we go. You'll notice when you look at the syllabus, you're not going to see traditional textbooks. Folks, I've looked at a lot of transpersonal psychology textbooks, and they're almost interfaith spirituality Bibles and Qurans and Tao Te Chings and stuff. And that would, I saw a really super dense one, a couple $100, didn't get it. So therefore, what I did was 2 different things. I went and found little short videos, and I put together, and there's and also I have some, and another colleague had put some together, PowerPoint slides based on the spiritual system. So what you're going to see is quizzes each week. One would be based on the video, and I kept the video, try to keep them all to about 10 minutes, 12 minutes. And literally, if you can go through the video while you're taking the quiz. I'd watch a video, and then you just come back and take the quiz. And then if you get stuck, you glance at the video. It's not very long, and ace that information. Typically, we spend a couple of weeks in each spiritual system. And you'll see we cover, I mean, with so many discussions, we could talk about so many different things, but let me just kind of go through. We did not order then a $200 textbook. So the videos you'll see linked here, the PowerPoints I put here for you, the books you will have are 3. The total cost combined for them are under $20 for all 3 combined. How do I know? Because I wrote them. Some of you may have done an extra credit assignment. I've written several books, and these I've picked for my transpersonal psychology class because they're tied to spirituality and life in general. One is called A Walk in the Park with God, and the whole premise of that is if you could have a discussion, and I basically wrote this from my own life, I could walk down to the end of my street, there's a park, and if I could have a conversation with God, what would I say? What would I ask? And that may sound like a spiritual book. You're going to quickly find out God doesn't sound like you might think God sounds in church. I'll just leave it at that. And that has been, all 3 of these books, folks, have been highly enjoyed by students. I'll just tell you that. They've really enjoyed them. I'm not one to like to write dry stuff, and I didn't like to read dry stuff as a student. So the first one is that. There'll be another one called Twice in a Lifetime, and that's life spiritual lessons, not even spiritual, really life living lessons. And that's also, strangely enough, a 95% true story, autobiographical. But you'll see what is the mystical part. And then the third one is something called The Answer. And that is a book, the premise of the book is if we could find out, if one human being could find out if there truly was a divine creator, what would happen? And it's a pretty and that's actually being transferred into a screenplay, because that's going to be real visual. Going to shoot that as a film. Quite the adventure-y kind of fun thing. I mention that because, yes, I wrote them. Folks, if you all bought those for $19 total, the book royalties are such that I could afford to buy you and me, and maybe one more of you, a cup of coffee at Starbucks. You don't get rich on this unless you're selling millions of them. You don't get rich. So I didn't do this to get rich. These are just fun books that'll help you think and understand spiritual aspects of yourself. So as we come back, as you'll look, you'll quickly always see what to do on each week. Here's week 2. Check the announcements and agenda. Make your discussion post. Here's a quiz on the video, which you'll be able to see. There'll be the video posted, and you'll see what that is. In fact, you'll find it, and if I don't find it, I want to make sure we do find it. So let me see, video quiz. When you click on the quiz, here's the video itself. So you'll get a sense of what is transpersonal psychology in video. So don't think like, hey, you're giving me a quiz before you've even given me the material. No, when you click on the quiz, you'll see the video right there. So don't panic. So as I take you through, I just want you to quickly see all of the different, here's PowerPoint slides, here's videos, here's all of the information. And I'm getting to the point where I should want to tie this up real quick. All of this stuff, folks, I'll put out 2 to 3 weeks in advance. Discussion boards, announcements, the quizzes. Here's the test on A Walk in the Park with God. It's that first book. So you'll want to pick that up. There's links to where you can get the books. They're on Amazon. It's real simple to get. Don't do the unlimited Kindle version. When you buy the book, it'll just download onto your computer. The kitty's crying. You want out, Rainey? Hold on. Okay, you can get out, buddy. Go. Okay. Rainey wanted to get out. So, anyway, as you look through this, folks, you'll see all of the things you can just click on. Just click on the announcements, click on the discussion board, click on the video and the video quiz. You'll see different concepts of Christianity and Buddhism and Islamism, Islamic tradition, Sufism. You'll hear all kinds of stuff. We'll spend a couple weeks. It'll give you a little more time as you're reading the book twice in a lifetime. So all of this stuff is on here, folks. It's simple. I think it's fun. I think you're going to enjoy it. It would have been fun to do as we got closer or face-to-face, but it just didn't work out that way. So I'll save a question. I'm scrolling all the way down here because your final exam isn't a big, hard written one. It's actually a video that you'll post. To me, a walk in my shoes. This will be the easiest final you ever took in your life. And essentially, you could, when you get to that, you'll be able to click on it, make a fun video, and post it to me, and you'll get maximum points because I want you to get maximum points. Anyway, this is the orientation to the class. Key is jump on early. Don't get stuck in week 1 stuff. Get going on it right away. Knock the stuff out. Get going on your discussion board and have fun. I think you're going to like the course. I think you'll like the books. You're going to get an A. You're going to have some fun. Okay, if you get stuck, contact me. You can go into your inbox on the far left-hand side of Canvas. You click on your inbox. You can write. It'll give you a list of your classes. Click my class. It'll say teacher. Write me a note. Catch me. I'll also try to be online probably Tuesdays and I don't know, Fridays maybe, for an hour, but I check my email lots, so I'll get back in touch with you soon. All right, gang, that should do it for now. Let me know if you get stuck. I look forward to chatting with you, connecting, having fun, and getting you through the class with a good time. All right, guys, talk to you soon.